Tonight's broadcast will start soon. Stay tuned. 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 Tonight's broadcast will start soon. Stay tuned.
We on fire. Step up in the party, step up in the party high. We on fire. Right up to the party, right up to the party high. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Welcome to the party. Hit 'em up, huh? Get 'em up, huh? Put 'em up, huh? We waking up high with my dogs riding high when we.
One word can describe what we saw yesterday. Pure chaos. One may say madness. Today we expect nothing less. It's March, folks. I'm Sean Massa, joined by Ryan Cuddy. You're watching the Round of 32 exclusively on the Madonna Athletics Network. In the theme of dramatic, normally I'd say let's stick with the drama and start off a certain way. Just kind of flows better that way. But after yesterday's opening games, drama and madness are the only words I can even fathom to describe what we saw in both of those. But hey, we got to start somewhere. Let's start with the Bears and that dominating upset over the Lakers from Roosevelt.
It's always said that when postseason basketball begins, you can throw out the records and seeds right out the window. I don't think anyone outside of that Shawnee State locker room thought we'd see what we saw last night. It was pure domination. As a team, they shot 55.7% from the field and 45% from three. Anytime those are your splits, I'd have to say you're going to have a good time. And, man, the Bears had that and then some, sending the number 11 nationally ranked Lakers home early.
And obviously, Ryan, it wouldn't be March. There wasn't an absolute nail-biter to offset the domination from the 4-13. The 5-seed Crusaders had their backs against the walls with those 12-seed defenders from Dort. Down at halftime, they trailed for about 99% of the game. It felt like you could cut the tension in this packed gym with a knife.
We kicked off March with a typical March game. The first half was, as we like to call it, a track meet. 45-42, both teams seemingly couldn't miss. Fast pace, it was cinema. It was going to be a story of who had that little run first, and with Dort up 5 with 5 minutes left, they didn't score another point. And once the crowd woke up, it was over. Holding a team to 27 second half points, 33% and 18% shooting splits. It was a defensive masterclass in the second half for a team who really couldn't stop a nosebleed in the first 20.
Let's go back to Shawnee State, now winners of 16 of their last 20 after the win yesterday. The 7th best three-point shooting team in the country. They shot the roof off this building a mere 20 hours ago. Head coach Michael Hunter, first year at the helm. It took a little learning curve to get his team playing the way he wanted, but man, It's been scary since they caught that groove, and it all starts with Chase Harris.
Harris is one of the most electrifying players in the River State Conference. 19.5 points per game, 6.7 rebounds, 4.7 assists, shooting north of 55% from the field. He's had 18 or more points in 12 of his last 20 games this season, including 22 last night, to pair with 6 boards and nearly half of the team assists on the night with 6. And he's such a good defender with that 6'5" build. He averages over 2 steals per night and has really active hands and is really just a smart basketball player all around.
He touched on a little bit right there to end it. The size and athleticism of Harris imperative to the success on both sides of the ball. The exact same story as the next man we're going to talk about for Shawnee State. It leads us directly in to Keith Germain.
On the year, he averages 15 points per game on nearly 60% shooting from the field. He averages over a block per game and grabs 6 boards a night. He was first-team all-conference for a reason. He scored 1,000 career collegiate points for a reason, and he was a big part of this Bears team all year long. He's been a little quiet as of late, hasn't cracked in the double digits in the last 6 games. But look out for Germain against the Madonna team that struggles on the interior at times.
And you can't forget about another lengthy, athletic wing that Shawnee State possesses that can score the basketball. It's like they constructed this roster in a lab. Tyreek Johnson might have had the quietest 18-point performance I have ever seen last night. He was swept under the rug by Harris and Beard's performances, but he's been the definition of consistency.
Yeah, he really has. In 30 games this season, Johnson has scored double digits 23 times. In the year of 2024 alone, he's only been below 10 points 2 times for the Bears. He's been sensational for this team. He averages 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, while shooting 36% from three-point land. His performance from last night definitely got swept under the rug and overshadowed, but he had 18 points on over 50% from the field and 60% from 3. He's just another example of when this team is firing, they are firing.
One more name for Shawnee State. I think everyone here at Madonna knows by now, and they definitely will by the end of the night if they don't already. Trey Beard had himself a game yesterday against Roosevelt. He's been really good all year shooting the basketball, and he has that takeover ability, and it was crazy.
Yeah, we saw it again. We thought against Roosevelt last night. Beard just took over. He had a game-high 26 points, had 23 second-half points, and made 6 threes in the game. He shoots over 50% from downtown on the season, which by itself is straight insanity. But he has been on a literal tear recently. 9 of his last 10 in double figures, and 8 of his last 10 have been above 15 points. We've seen opposing guards go off against the Crusaders, and I think it's definitely going to be interesting to see if Beard can continue that streak for the opposition, as well as build on his performance from yesterday.
Let's shift our focus over to the hometown Crusaders. Yesterday's game, the typical Madonna matchup. They love close games, and they love to pull away at the end and give you a little bit of a heart attack in the process. But a big rebound after that conference championship loss in this building, not just a rebound for the team in general, but a big rebound for 2 big names that the Crusaders need to be at the top of their game going into this tournament. Let's start off with the leading scorer from last night, the leading scorer all year, and the go-to guy for the Crusader lineup, Brendan Young.
He was sensational this season, averaged over 17 points, led the conference in rebounds with 9 a game, shot nearly 40% from 3, and really has stepped up in 2024. Conference semifinal against Lawrence Tech, he dominated with 28 and 10, but then in the conference championship, he was face guarded and they couldn't get him going. Big rebound for him last night, a pretty quiet 19 points on 9 of 13 from the field, grabbed his standard 10 rebounds as well. He's been quiet from 3 of the last few games, but if he can see one drop early, it could be a long night for any opponent.
A nice rebound, no pun intended, by Young, but there's another man on this Crusader roster that showed out last night. The big man, the 6'9" center that has been an anchor all year, and Matthew McClellan was straight electric last night.
That might have been his best game of the season, not necessarily stat sheet-wise, but the impact he had on the game at every single level was absurd. 2 big blocks that really helped the momentum shift. 16 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, and don't forget that beautiful up and under that woke this crowd up. If there's a time to break out, it's now, and last night was a huge one for the center.
That's 2 of the big 3 that they've relied on all year. The third was no slouch last night either. Isaac Anderson has been a force all 2024, had 28 in the WAC championship loss, and he was huge last night again as he's been all year.
Isaac struggled to start the second half last night, but the story of March is what you do when it matters. Anderson had that big offensive rebound and putback that eventually served as the game winner, and he was electric defensively. He's one of the better on-ball defenders you'll see for a guard, and he's just been so consistent for the Crusaders this year. Such a strong finisher at the rim, opens everything up, and it's been instrumental for the Crusader offense.
Death, taxes, and the madness known as March. The best word in college basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, March is here. Crusaders and Bears, a trip to KC on the line when we come back here on MUCrusaders.com.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
I study business administration. The thing I like most about Madonna University is the tight-knit community.
I'm a nursing major, and my favorite thing about Madonna is the small class sizes.
I study paralegal activities at Madonna, and I like sports most here.
My study is forensic science, and what I'm most thankful about is the staff here that have helped me out with my studies.
I'm studying nursing, and what I like most about Madonna is that they really impact diversity here. Coming here was a really culture shock to me, but knowing that they host different types of events for different types of ethnicity really helped me relax.
There's something there for everyone, so I'm from Canada, and even though I'm from a different country, I still find my place welcomed here.
I'm studying criminal justice, and what I like most about Madonna is that I met some of my best friends here.
I'm studying fire science, and the thing that I love about Madonna the most is the community that it brings and the togetherness that we all have.
All right, ready, record. 2, 1, start record.
Madonna University's one-of-a-kind broadcast and cinema arts program prepares you for success. Gain hands-on experience from professors who have worked in the industry. Work in a close, team-driven environment to create high-quality video. Network with industry professionals and gain valuable connections for your future. Come learn and create with us here at Madonna University.
It's March, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Crusaders, Bears, a trip to Kansas City on the line, and electricity set to take place at ACC Arena. I'm Sean Massa, joined by Ryan Cuddy, and this is going to be fun.
I mean, just two quality teams looking to make their mark on the NAIA land, and it starts right here. Who's going to KC, Sean? This is going to be fun.
After yesterday's game, man, oh man, you see 5-13 as the seeds, and you think Madonna's got the big advantage, but Shawnee State shot the roof off this building yesterday, and the Crusaders got their hands full. They control first with Devin up top. McClellan on the block, goes down low through contact, picks up the hard foul. An early foul from Tony Webb. If you can get the big man in foul trouble, you need that.
Yeah, Tony Webb Jr. was very good last night, going one-on-one with Cody Mitchell for Roosevelt, who was really kind of an unsung hero for the Lakers. But McClellan, on the other hand, for Madonna against Dort, he really went off in that game one, and going to be big in the post tonight.
McClellan for the first free throw, can't get it to go. The woes continue that this Crusader team has found in the last, little bit, ever since the conference tournament kind of started. It's been a little bit tough at the free throw line, but definitely going to be something that you have to attack today with the intensity and the tension of this game between these two squads. Got the second, though, and the Crusaders are on the board first. Now Shawnee State, it's Chase Harris, the athletic freak, up top to Webb. Webb controlling at the top of the key now, hands off to Dawson. Dawson works on the right side, takes a screen, veers back over. It's Trey Beard. Beard slipped the screen with Webb. Webb on the right side wing. Cross corner pass, near side corner, a three ball off the front side of the iron, and goes all the way off the top of the backboard from Dawson, but now the Crusaders with speed. McClellan looking to hand off, wanted Young, got shut down. Now veers back out to Anderson, who gets the left side screen. Anderson got the switch he wants, swings it back out to Nunn. McClellan at the top of the key, looking for an outlet. Looking for Anderson. Anderson being hounded by Harris. McClellan going to hand off to Nunn. Nunn, top of the arc, three-pointer. Can't get it off the iron. Long rebound to Brendan Young. Back out to Dunn. Dunn tried to go left. Couldn't get it. Picked up his dribble. Back out to McClellan. McClellan tries a jab. Gets a screen. Goes on the left. Spin move up and under. Fades with the right and got it.
He's playing with so much confidence in these past two nights. He's been absolutely huge, and so have offensive rebounds.
Chase Harris trying to go fast over Young. No good. The contact from Brendan Young enough, but Harris gets the rebound, puts it back up, can't get it, and this one's deflected to McClellan. And the building's already waking up. You can feel it. Dunn trying to work fast the other way. Gets by his man on the baseline up and under. Can't get the layup to go. Just not enough. Trey Beard, electric last night. Trying to get the scoring started for Shawnee State, but Nunn's going to poke it free. Ryan Nunn with Anderson. He pulls back to Dunn. Dunn, a wing three-pointer. Got it.
That's a perfect start for Madonna, and that's what you got to do defensively with Trey Beard. You cannot let him get comfortable. Basically, once he steps across half court, you got to get in his grill, just like Nunn's doing again right here.
What a shovel from Nunn on transition, and the Crusaders up 6-0 early. Beard swings it on the near side. It's Johnson. They go down low to Harris. They collapse. Harris runs into McClellan, but the rebound is going to be put back up and in by Tony Webb Jr. Right place, right time across the restricted area.
Yeah, matchup inside McClellan, and if he's got, Webb, if he's got McClellan on him or Kajelli, it's going to be big for Madonna to slow him down.
They beat the press, now work it over on the far side. McClellan on the wing, looking for a backdoor cut to Dunn. Devin Dunn on the block, picks up his dribble, looking for an outlet, gets Young on a cut. Pump fake, goes up with the right, can't get it out of bounds. That should go the Bears' way, and it does. That's a beautiful play, but an unfortunate ending.
I like this aggressiveness from Madonna, though, trying to find their way close to the in the painted area, attacking the rim. And they're giving themselves some good looks here early on. Obviously, that one didn't go for Young, but the right idea.
Up top, it's Beard. He hands off for Tyreek Johnson. A quiet 18 yesterday. Had the chair pulled, but kicks it back out to Harris. Young sagging. Harris releases and got it.
Yeah, this team is so deadly. You know they're gonna start heating up, and you don't want to get into a shootout with them.
66% from three in the second half yesterday when they needed it versus Roosevelt. And the Crusaders just got to try to limit that. If that happens again, it's going to be a long night for the Madonna faithful. Anderson driving the left side alley. Picks up, turns, right-hand floater, got it.
Again, aggressive from the Madonna offense, and Anderson was very aggressive last night.
Harris showing off the handle, put the backdoor past the Webb, knocked away by Dunn. Up in the air, poked away to Dunn. And now 3-on-3. Anderson taking himself down the left to curl back. Dunn, a shovel pass, three ball, got it.
Just a picture-perfect start for Madonna, and really a complete 180 from last night against Dort, where they pretty much got themselves in a hole early, and it was an uphill battle the entire game.
They've woken up as Johnson in the post. He's closed out on. They kick it out. Harris, a wide open three-pointer. A lot of contact. No call, but a putback for Dawson. Crusaders beat the press with Nunn. Nunn's going to take a transition. Three-pointer off the front side. But McClellan's going to get the rebound, and they'll set back up. Anderson getting the play from head coach Noel Emmenheiser. Now swings over far side to Dunn. Nunn at the top of the arc. McClellan on the far side wing. Down low to Anderson. Spins on the baseline. Spins. Pivots. Gets it back from Nunn. 5 to shoot. Anderson trying to get inside. Trying to dance. Spins at the block. No good. And now Speed thought about a transition three into the corner. Good closeout. They get a cutter and a wide open floater for Tyreek Johnson. It's back to a 2-point game.
Yeah, you see just the attention that Shawnee State brings on the three-point line, and then Tyreek Johnson really just comfortable inside, no one really close.
Already in the full court press, they get it to Dunn. Inside McClellan on the baseline, picked up his dribble under the basket. Backdoor pass to Young, what a feed from 3-4.
Great vision from McClellan, and you love to see your big man dishing it out like that.
They swing it back low. They're going to Jackson, who just got the layup to cut it to 2 before the Crusaders answered. He goes inside, put the right-hand floater, looking for a call. Doesn't get it. Rebound is going to be taken off a couple hands, but Brendan Young takes it away. They beat the press again, early pressure. It's Ryan Nunn on the near side wing. Nunn looking for a cut again, now goes to the corner for Dunn. Dunn driving inside on the right side, puts his shoulder down, and a beautiful finish.
Devin Dunn's feeling it early on, Sean. You like to see him rising from deep and then attacking right there, giving the defense multiple things to think about when 2-1's got the ball.
The fifth-year senior has had an electric first 6 minutes here. He's got 8 points. It's Trey Beard. Beard poked away. Young, Nunn, nothing but hardwood. An easy right-hand layup off the glass, and this gym is loud early.
Ryan Nunn, so great defensively here, and they're really going for Madonna. He's getting his hands in the passing lanes. He's making things difficult and uncomfortable for Shawnee State at the moment.
Beard near side, Harris trying to dance on Young, going inside, hop step through contact, doesn't get it, but the rebound, Webb double, clutching the foul. Looks like that's going to be on Young. That's just a big man to box out, my goodness.
Young, McClellan, everyone inside is going to have their handfuls, but Brendan Young, do you want to see if he can avoid foul trouble? Got into some last night.
An early hot start, media timeout, 17-9, Crusaders lead.
Learn from professors who care about your success.
Prepare to succeed in a life of service to others.
Experience fulfillment in a career you love.
Experience hands-on learning in the classroom.
Prepare for a rewarding career.
My name is Sarah. I'm a nurse practitioner and I'm changing lives.
My name is Brad. I'm a police officer and I'm changing lives.
Madonna University. Learn more at madonna.edu.
Hot start for the Crusaders. On the other side, Shawnee State shot the roof off this building yesterday, just 4 for 11 from the field to start this one, and it hasn't been their friend, and their best player, Chase Harris, is 1 for 6.
Yeah, Madonna doing a much better job defensively than they were in the first half last night. They're making things difficult. They're getting back quickly on defense, which the defenders killed them with a lot. Just moving quick, full court passes. You can see they're really preaching right now. Get back quickly. Get in front of these defenders, or the offensemen for Shawnee State, and make things difficult for them.
The crowd worked on that one as the first free throw from a Webb Jr. rattles out. The Crusaders checking in Shawnee Graham and Ethan Immersion. Immersion had himself a game yesterday, 9 points, a pair of steals. Second free throw from Webb finds the nylon. And a player we targeted earlier, Keith Germain, has been a limited minutes in the last handful of games, but a big piece when he's full and 100%. Full court press once again from Shawnee. They back off, and Brendan Young leads the way. Over to Dunn. Dunn in the corner to Graham. Graham jab, swings far side Immersion. Immersion Dunn. Dunn going to his left, trying to drive inside. Picks up his dribble at the block. What a pass to Graham, the right hand floater off the long side of the iron. With speed is Harris. What a pass down low, and Young, the rejection. Rebound to Shawnee State. Second chance, got it from Lumsden.
Lumsden can be a big part of this Shawnee State. Put in some productive minutes off the bench last night as well. Just to give them another look, another score off the bench.
Dunn looking for the right side, swings to Young, catch and shoot three from the left side wing. Once you see one go in, we don't know what could happen to Brendan Young.
There you see Madonna quickly getting back. That's a type of play right there that Dort killed them so many times last night. Much better job here so far.
Here's Chase Harris back up top to Jermaine. Jermaine going to the left side, work on McClellan. He turns, pivots, right hand hook shot. That's just a tough bucket right there.
And we talked about Keith Jermaine. He's a huge part of this team. Talked about him in the pregame show, and there's so many different pieces on this Shawnee State team. And you mentioned it, like Tyreek Johnson. He had a quiet 18 last night.
Graham picking, pop three ball off the left side of the rim. Rebounded by Harris. And now Harris goes with speed. Harris down the middle, spins right side. A lot of contact right there. The foul's going to be called on Immersion. Looks like the foul's going to be on the floor. And it will be inbounded by Shawnee State. And you see Matthew McClellan voicing right there to Immersion, don't take that foul. We had him trapped. But now Shawnee State sets up. They inbound to the high post to Keith Germain. Germain dancing on McClellan. Germain picks up his dribble. He's trapped, kicks it back out. Contested three ball with Shawnee Graham closing out, but it doesn't matter. Tyreek Johnson, a clean stroke.
A good defensive possession other than that sloppy foul for Madonna, but Tyreek Johnson just so dangerous.
Young down the right side, hop step. He shoved what they call the travel. Anderson checks back into the game. And now, one shot away. It's 20-17. This game could be tied for the first time in a long time.
Shawnee State did a really good job, obviously in hostile territory. Madonna got out to that hot start, but haven't really let anything snowball away from them.
5-0 run for Shawnee State. They could make it 8 and tie this game up with a three ball. It's Tyreek Johnson at the logo. Looking for a screen, now swings far side, touch pass inside, Anderson steals it away. Isaac Anderson with speed, 3-on-2. Steps back at the wing and now lets his offense catch up. Swings to Young, Brendan Young from the volleyball line. Too much on that one, rebounded by Beard. And now speed the other way. Here's Jackson. Jackson turns and spins to Beard. Beard got Immersion to jump, steps back, three ball off the front side. Long rebound, Shawnee State, put back out to Jackson. New fresh 20. Jackson with a right side screen, gets the switch he wants, now trapped. Veers over the baseline, swings far side for Harris. Harris goes inside through contact. What a bucket.
Chase Harris, when he gets moving downhill, he's so fast on that first step, so quick and shifty. It's tough to stay in front of him.
Here's Isaac Anderson, 1 point game again, a 7-0 run for the Bears. This one inside to Young, and it's stolen away. Errored pass, and now speed for Jackson. Jackson shovel in the lane. Jermaine, the slam, goes off the far side of the iron. And now here's McClellan the other way. McClellan got it stripped from Beard behind, wants a call, doesn't get it. It's Chase Harris the other way. Swings, corner, Jackson faked the three. Could have pulled it in transition. That would have been a lot of momentum, but swings far side to Beard. Shawnee State will set up now with Harris up top. Guarded by Anderson at the logo. 12 to shoot, left side screen, spins through Young, goes up left hand, and one, got it, count it, the foul.
I mean, nothing you can really do on the defensive end there. Obviously, don't want to pick up the foul, but I mean, what else can you do when you got Chase Harris? Such a quick spin move, and then with the left hand off the glass, that's tough to defend.
Media timeout. Shawnee State has fought back. They lead 21-20 en route to a 10-0 run. guarding this free throw.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
A much different game than what we saw from Shawnee State yesterday, where they relied on and shot a lot of the three ball. They've only made 2 of them, but they lead by 1, could be 2 going to this and 1 opportunity, but nearly 50% from the field after the slow start, and they've done a great job stopping the bleeding that was early on.
Yeah, it's scary for Madonna because you know how dangerous they are. I mean, throughout not just last night, but you look at their numbers throughout the whole season, how prolific they are at three-point shooting, and right now they're staying in this game and doing a lot of stuff inside. So it's very tough to deal with, but Madonna, their offense is clicking too right now.
Back in the press, Crusaders get it across. Shawnee State in the lead, 22-20. It's Ryan Nunn up top. Nunn looks for Young on the far side wing, hands off Anderson. Anderson one-on-one up top, trying to go on the left side on Beard through contact, inside hand lay, and it's back to a tie game.
Love that from Isaac Anderson, that drive with 6 now for him, or pardon me, 4, but you love to see the aggressiveness.
Here's Harris. Beard off an off-ball screen, swings back to Harris, guarded by McClellan on the perimeter. Kicks back out to Beard, far side wing in front of Isaac Anderson, and that's pure as day.
I mean, Isaac he shaded a little bit to stop that drive from Harris, and he did a good job quickly getting back to Beard, but just that little bit of space is all number 3 in Gray needs.
They work it to Young on the left side block. Young trying to back down Beard, swings it to Nunn, has space, has time, has the bucket.
That's a great job by Young. Knew he had the smaller Beard on him, knew the double team was probably going to come, and then surveyed his options and found the wide open Ryan Nunn.
Back and forth, battle continues. Harris up top, got the switch on Anderson, now on the high post on the right side. He spins backdoor, cut through contact. McClellan got ball, but they call the foul. Oh, that's a close one right there. McClellan met him at the rim and just maybe a little too much on the hand. That's a tough one to call.
McClellan went to war last night with Ben Fairclough from Dort in the painted area a lot last night. Rose up there for the block, and tough, maybe some contact with J.R. Lumsden, but you gotta love how McClellan's been playing these last night and then to today.
He picks up his second, so Juan Cajelli checks in, as well as Jordan Graham, and Brendan Young takes a seat for the first time tonight. And right now, if you're the Crusaders, your best 2 scorers arguably off the court. Anderson's still up there. Can you keep pace as Shawnee State steals their starting lineup off? And the crowd disrupts the free throw there. It stays a 1-point Shawnee State lead as Anderson leads the way down the court. Left side screen from Graham. He goes right now, takes the screen left. Up top being hounded by Harris, swings to the corner. Being trapped, swings Anderson, who will pick up the foul on Chase Harris, who tried to bite right there, and you can see a little bit of jawing on that one.
Yeah, Harris not afraid to let his thoughts known with his opponents. At the refs saw that sometime last night, and it's just the intensity. It's playoff basketball. Every possession matters. You try to fight for every loose ball.
It's March, baby. What else can you say?
This is March. You wouldn't ask for it any other way.
They hand off Anderson as Cajelli goes into the post. Graham up top at the top of the key. Swings to Nunn. Nunn, corner, Dunn at space, fakes the 3 inside Cajelli. Backdoor cut to Graham. What a play! That's San Antonio Spurs basketball.
Was about to say that, Sean. That was picture perfect ball movement, unselfish. Cagelli probably could have gone up, but knew he had Shawnee Graham wide open, just had to thread the needle.
Harris, Euro step, swings far side corner. A wizard pass and a 3-ball that rattles out from Belton. That was a pretty pass of its own, but now the Crusaders with speed. Nunn, corner, Graham, back out, Dunn. Dunn, far side Anderson. Anderson trying to drive baseline off the fake. Goes Cagelli at the free throw line. Cagelli another backdoor cut pass. Wow!
That's 2 straight possessions from Cagelli, where he's threaded the needle. Incredible from 32 in black.
Juan Cagelli with 2 beautiful assists to Jordan Graham, and the Crusaders are back up top by 3. It's Beard up top, hands off to Lumsden. Lumsden trying to get it in the post, knocked away by Dunn as Harris goes after it, but it stays Shawnee State basketball. They check in Elkin Ramirez, but that was a great play by Dunn. He was toast in the paint right there.
Yeah, nice shot to at least get a hand on it, tip it out of bounds, and let your defense reset.
9 to shoot on the inbound. They go to the corner, back up top to Harris on the wing. 5 to shoot. Harris at the logo to Johnson. Johnson, 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. At the high post, step back off the long side. Rebounded by Cagelli. Crusaders a big defensive possession. They extend the lead. It stands at 3. Graham trying to drive back. Tried that snatchback move he loves. Goes Cagelli on the block. Cagelli has a little bit of a size advantage. Turns, spins, pivots, kicks back out to Dunn. Devin Dunn from way beyond the volleyball line. 21, are you joking?
Nodded his head like, yep, this is who I am, was made for this moment. Oh, Devin Dunn came out scorching.
He doesn't want this to be his last college basketball game. The 5th-year senior's unreal. Inside, Harris collects, knocked away by Dunn, and Anderson comes up with it. 1-on-3 for Isaac Anderson. Snatch back at the wing, turns around, hands off Graham. Jordan Graham released a 3-ball of his own, and that one's not even close. It's Harris trying to do it himself. Harris left side through contact, no call, knocked around, gets his own board, goes up, doesn't get the bucket, but gets the foul.
Yeah, Chase Harris showing why he's a first-team all-conference in the River State Conference, and he's just such a handful to deal with defensively. Chasing after loose balls, puts so much pressure on the interior of your defense, but they can also shoot from outside.
Crowd being loud here during the free throws. First one dropped. We talked about that big Shawnee State run before the second media timeout. Since then, Crusaders on a 10-2 run right now. They have been electric as of late, and we're getting a stoppage of some sort. Not necessarily 100% sure what's going on. Believe Chase Harris is getting attended to by maybe some blood on his bicep, it looks like. So we'll get a timeout on the floor. We'll take a very, very brief step aside and bring it back when this is all situated.
Oportunidade. Opportunity means having access to research that I never imagined I would have before.
Purpose. Purpose keeps me going every day and lets me know that this is what I want to do.
Back a little bit earlier than we expected. That was a quick little cleanup by our trainer, Mr. Mark over there. We love you, Mark. And now, Chase Harris going to the line to shoot the second. He made the first. It's a 5-point game, trying to make it back to 4. Crowd here is pretty rowdy on these Shawnee State free throws. That one doesn't matter. Harris finds the nylon on both, and they're back in to their 2-2-1 full court press. Crusaders with Dunn on the near side cross. 20 to shoot, they get by the press. Dunn directing traffic up top. Swings Anderson, they got a 2-high set. It's Dunn off a screen, down the right side. Backdoor cut, down low, Cagelli on the block. Cagelli backing out, Harris gets by him. The shot off the bottom of the rim, it's going Shawnee State's way.
Yeah, Cagelli, nice move on Harris, and then I think just kind of didn't know exactly he was that close under the basket and went up strong with it. And just an unfortunate spot on the court of where he was, but a nice move there working on Harris.
Brendan Young checks back in for Juan Cagelli, and we talked about that when Cagelli and Graham checked in for Young and McClellan. How are you going to handle it with arguably two of your best players off the court? And they handled it pretty well. They're back up top, and Young's back on as Anderson reads this. Foot race with Harris. Harris wins it back. But now 18 to shoot as Chase Harris has to lead the way. They come across with a shortened shot clock, swings it to the corner, fakes the three, step back right in front of the students. That one rattles in and out, and a foul away. Believe it's going to be on Shawnee, but I'm not sure. They're both number 20. And the way the crowd's reacting, this one's going on A.J. Belton, number 20 for Shawnee State, not number 20, Jordan Graham. Brendan Young inbounds, and the Crusaders with 5 minutes left in this half. They lead by 4, and the crowd, they're getting into it a little bit. Crusaders gave them a reason to with a big run. Dunn operating traffic at the top of the key, trying to drive inside. What a move to the left, goes in right-hand way. Oh my goodness, what a half that kid's having.
Unbelievable right now from Devin Dunn, just so locked in.
Chase Harris trying to go fast, knocked away. It's Crusader basketball, and who else to strip it away but 21. This might be the most dominating half I've seen from Devin Dunn in my 3 years here.
It's just absolutely incredible right now. 5 of 6, 3 of 3 from deep, 3 steals. I mean, he's everywhere.
And he has the ball now operating, swings to Young. Young pick and pop. That one a little bit short, rebounded by Beard. 6-point game remains. Trey Beard, left side screen. He's going to hoist a contested 3 ball, and that one rims in and out. Young the board. Anderson to Nunn. They go fast. Anderson with speed down the middle lane. Anderson smells blood in the water at the block, spins back out to Dunn. Heat check for Devin Dunn. That one in and out. That would have been insane. And now Shawnee State trying to answer quick again. It's Johnson down low. Johnson gets by and one off the glass. And it looks like a push by the Crusaders. Are saying Shawnee State shoved somebody behind the play right there, and this one's getting a little chippy early on. And I mean, it's March. You don't really expect anything less than high tension and high energy.
Yeah, it was Jordan Graham for Madonna who made contact right after the play, kind of shoved the defender, but I think the way he was reacting, he was saying he got shoved into him.
Media timeout with 4:12 remaining. 4:12, it's a 4-point game. Well, a big replay thing right there with our in-house producer, Kellen Burke, being put in the spotlight a little bit by the officials here in the round of 32. Great job, Kellen. We appreciate you right there. Give you the double thumbs up. Well, that's how I feel right now with this first half, because this has been pure cinema of a first 16 minutes, Ryan.
Back and forth, I mean, you got to love the intensity. And a big thing to slow Shawnee State down is create turnovers, make them uncomfortable, and Madonna has done just that.
Tyreek Johnson converts the N1. It's back to a one-possession game with 4 minutes and change remaining. Still a full-court press. They beat it with Nunn. Nunn has Young with full speed. Young under the basket, gets the foul. Full head of steam for number 11, and if he's got a full head of steam, I don't want to step in front of that train. The Fowlerville native has that farm strength, and I don't know if you want to step in front of that with a full head of steam. He's going to shoot 2 and got the first.
Yeah, Brendan Young doing a little bit of everything like he's always done this entire year. Trying to get up to 7 points. He's got 3 boards and assists with that too. I mean, just the amount of things number 11 does for this offense.
The crowd is letting Trey Beard hear it as he crosses under 4 to play in this first half. They go up the Beard up top. They swing to Dawson. Dawson, backdoor lob play. Matthew McClellan, the INT. It's Brendan Young with speed. Swings to Anderson. Anderson faked the pass to the corner, now settles down traffic. Anderson on the near side wing. Going left, hop, step right, hand, finger roll. Got it, beautiful.
Anderson just attacking the bigger Keith Germain there and going right at him.
Shawnee State down by 7. Beard wants to take into his own hands. 3 ball off the left side. And they swing out to Anderson, who's 1-on-2. Outnumbered, he'll veer to the corner. Gets a screen from Young. And now directing traffic up top, looking for an outlet to Nunn. Nunn to Dunn. Dunn trying to drive down the middle. Gets an edge, pulls up his dribble at the block. Dunn, backdoor cut pass. Miscommunication right there. And it's the other way for Shawnee State, and a lot of speed for Harris, who trips up with feet foul on the floor. Foul's gonna be on Ryan Nunn, picks up the foul right there. And that's just a tough one, right? I mean, there's 4 guys right at the free throw line, full head of steam. It's gonna happen. Someone's gonna trip at some point.
Just an all-out sprint to try to stop Harris, and yeah, not much you can do. Just feet are bound to get tangled up when it's that congested in the lane going that quickly.
Chase Harris, the first free throw, the 1-and-1, he got it. He has 11 points now in this first half, but a pretty inefficient 11 and 6. He's shooting 3 for 9 from the field, and I think the Crusaders are going to say, you know what, if you want to drop 20 but take 20 shots to get there, we're completely okay with that, because good game plan, eh?
They'll allow that all day long. If he's going to get 20 but take 20 shots, you'll love that on the defensive end for Madonna.
He's got 12, 3 for 9 as he buries both free throws on the 1-and-1. And the Crusaders, they beat the press with Dunn, now have 20 to shoot. Dunn veering towards the logo, directing the traffic. Leads the way with 13 points for the Crusaders. 15 seconds on the shot clock, trying to set something up. Here's Anderson. Back to Dunn, back to Anderson. Anderson going down the middle, rises from the free throw line and finds the nylon.
Isaac rising with confidence. You love to see that. He's been effective on the dribble drive, and then also we can see right there pulling up, and you know he's got that step back in his back pocket that he's ready to pull out.
They do a cut to Jackson, who tried a lob play. I don't know what that was, but it's a fast break for the Crusaders the other way as Young has it stripped by Harris. Harris, a dunk and a slam. What just happened?
Big turn of events for Shawnee State. If Madonna was able to intercept that lob play and then get out and running. We saw that lob play a couple times last night against Roosevelt. Shawnee State, in fact, opened up the game with an attempted lob. So not afraid to throw it up at the rim.
It's McClellan in the block. McClellan, they tried to pull the chair, a beautiful drop step off the glass. That footwork is illegal for a 6'9" man.
It doesn't make sense. Number 34, just how he's able to move around so elegantly.
Contested 3 from the corners, no good as Dunn pulls down the rebound and now looks for a long stretch pass to Young. Got it. What a pass. The end one, the bucket, the foul. And 21 is hype. 11 is hype. The crowd is hype. What did we just see?
I mean, we're talking about Devin Dunn, everything he's doing shooting-wise, defensively. How about being a little quarterback right there, dropping an absolute dime? Basically like a 4 verts. I'll throw it up to you, Brennan Young. Come down with it. How about that pass?
Hey, the Crusaders graduating Arthur Brantley on the football team. Devin Dunn, you have another year of eligibility. We could use a quarterback with a dish like that into a tight window. My goodness, the end one converted from Brendan Young. And it's the largest lead of the night. It's 10 on a 5-0 run in the last 39 seconds. It's a game of runs, and the Crusaders got one right now. And it's Dawson at the logo working on Anderson. Trying to go through the crowd noise and get a play. They hand off Jackson. Poked away by Anderson. It stays with Shawnee State. Anderson just smiles and says, man, that's mine. 14 to shoot with 73 on the game clock here in the first. Beard to inbound. They get it up top to Lumsden. Lumsden hands off Dawson. Dawson, far side, Germain. Germain looking for a cutting Beard. Germain gonna take it himself on Davis. He spins at the second block. Now kicks back out to the top. Dawson over Anderson. Nylon right there, a perfect play.
That was big. Coming down the stretch, Madonna was really getting a run to move into that second half with a lot of energy, a lot of momentum. But Dawson able to at least kind of end it for the time being.
1 minute remains. Crusaders up by 7 here in the first half. Media timeout. We'll take a break.
Oportunidade. Opportunity means having access to research that I never imagined I would have before.
Purpose. Purpose keeps me going every day and lets me know that this is what I want to do.
Electricity here at ACCU. The students of Madonna University have showed up and they've been loud. That last 5 minutes against Dort last night was the loudest this gym has been in a long time, and they have carried that energy over, and the Crusaders have responded beautifully with 45 points on 60% from the field.
We saw it last night, first half shooting for Madonna, but now their defense has stepped up to a level it wasn't at last night.
Done through contact, right hand, no good on the lay. And now a 14 difference between shot clock and game clock as Jackson tries to thread the needle through the middle. Pass over to the far side, they veer out to Beard. Beard trying to operate on Nunn. Beard down the left side alley, backdoor cut pass knocked away, stripped by Nunn. Shot clock turned off, Crusaders can hold for the last shot. And the head coach, Noel Emmenheiser, and assistant coach Adam Kerfoot are yelling to hold. A 7-point lead could be more. Anderson holding for the last shot at the logo. 15 on the game clock. Anderson, guarded by Lumsden. Looking for a screen from Young. Goes right, Young slips, they get it to him. Young has space, trying to drive down the middle. Young, a backdoor pass knocked away. Ball's loose, Anderson gets it, goes up, the foul.
The ball's getting ricocheted everywhere in the blue paint. I don't know, Isaac ended up coming down with that. I think the pass from Young was intended for Graham. Bounced off of a couple of hands inside it before it reached Anderson.
Very shocked with Young's confidence that we've seen all year. He didn't pull that thing from the logo right there. Tried to drive inside, it bounced around, but now Anderson's at the free throw line to shoot two, and the gym is dead silent as Anderson got the first. He's got 9 points in this half, and the Crusaders lead by 8 with 1.5 left. I'd have to assume it's going to be 8 or 9 as the deficit. If Shawnee State gets a full court shot, I'll take the blame right there. Free throw, off, no half-court shot, and that'll do it for the first half. Crusaders up by 8, 46-38, and a big half offensively and a big half defensively, and the Crusaders are scorching. Devin Dunn with 13, Brendan Young with 10 and 4, and this has been a first half you wanted from a team that started slowly, to say the least, in the last few games here.
Yeah, it was big for Madonna to get that strong start. And they got a strong start last night offensively against Dort, but it was just a track meet back and forth. They couldn't stop them. They're doing a much better job in this game, forcing turnovers, 9 steals. They've only turned the ball over 5 times. That's a recipe for success. They haven't crashed the offensive glass as much as they did last night, but defensively, they're getting themselves in transition and opportunities for easier baskets where they don't necessarily need offensive rebounds.
Yeah, there's 2 numbers that stick out in that half. 17 rebounds for Shawnee State to 12 for the Crusaders, but the Crusaders 9 assists and 9 steals to the 4 assists and 4 steals for Shawnee State. They were just so aggressive, and it worked to a charm in that one. Shawnee State in the locker room, though, you can't be worried after the second half yesterday and that magnificent shooting.
Yeah, and you got to be wary, though. Trey Beard had a big second half, pretty much did all of his damage. I think he only had 3 points in that first half last night, so you know he can get hot, but defensively, this game plan has been very good. They've been pestering the offense for Shawnee State, and you got to give some credit to the crowd. They've been trying to will their Crusaders on, but this has been a solid game of basketball, and it's going to be interesting to see how the final 20 minutes will go.
It's an 8-point game at halftime. The hometown Crusaders up on the 13 seed. Shawnee State Bears take a quick step aside, bringing you back with second half action.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
the Warriors.
Tried to bite, Willis inside, Euro step, what a shovel pass to Lizzie Mosley. Showtime right there from Keanu Willis, oh my goodness. Oh, three-pointer from Crone. Can't get the bank to go. Rebounded by who else but McQueen. She's got 14 of those, and the Warriors are going to let it happen. Ticking the clock down. 13.5-point favorites. Rochester Warriors fall to the Crusaders. The first conference victory in a long time. Madness at Madonna here at ACC Arena. The upset. 17:45 remaining here in the second half. 0-0 looking to crack it open. One in the air, the header, it's 1-0. Jan Brun, his 5th of the year. Crusaders sideline erupts. Make it rain, number 8. It's 1-0. What a play. Gomez to Brun. You can't write it any better than that. The perfect window. Jan Brun, his 5th of the year. It's 1-0 Crusaders, 17-43. Dunn up top, under 10, 5 seconds left. Dunn drives inside, could get a dribble, goes to Nunn. He goes baseline, gotta put something up. Young, fadeaway jump shot, bang! Goal game number 11. All-American season bid has started for Brendan Young. 69-67, this game's over. Skies that one in the center field. That one's going back into the chance. Krizik walks it off! Brady Krizik walks it off! He went to the batting cages to practice a little bit, and he nails it out at center field. Brady Krizik says, let's go home. We don't need 11 innings. He walks it off. A solo shot in the bottom of the 10.
You're good, just settle down.
Devin Jones working on Medi. French over, Lockhart 3. Rebound Medi, Mark Medi history. The all-time rebounds record has fallen. Move over Chris Durker. Mr. Rebound now belongs to Mark Medi, the all-time blocks leader and rebounds leader.
I mean, congrats to Mark. He's been Madonna basketball since 2018.
Hazelton left side, a diving stop, and the throw to second in time. And Madonna has swept the championship series here in the WAC tournament. You can see a massive celebration towards third base and the pitcher's mound.
That's the ball game. Final score. Come on, man!
Congratulations, Emily. You guys are going to play for the national championship later this afternoon. You guys worked the long way through the consolation bracket. What does it feel like now to kind of be in the final round?
It's crazy. A lot of people weren't expecting us. We've heard people say that they weren't expecting us, but to be able to do it and to knock down the top teams in the nation, it's insane, and it's going to be a great thing for the school.
Earlier today won the 60-meter dash, trying to do the double. Off they go. Here we go. Men's 200-meter dash final. And Abdul Rashid right on the inside in lane 1. Making a strong case early on. Lane 6 and 7 with Blacknell and Johnson. It's Blacknell right now. On the outside in lane 8, Cunningham. Blacknell, Cunningham, could be Chase Mars or Dante Soul as well. Way too close for my poor eyes to call. So we'll see how this plays out. Not posted it up on the board yet. It's Blacknell from Madonna. He is your national champion in the 200-meter dash. 21:07 is the time. Avion Blacknell. Foul.
I love football in general. It's my heart and soul. You never know how we're going to turn out. Like, we're for one of the best schools for NAIA.
There's going to come a time where something's tough. There's going to come a time where you don't want to do something. But it's the best thing for the team.
Run it on me! Run it on 3! 1, 2, 3! Go, hustle on! Go, go!
second half action going to get underway here in about 90 seconds and change, but that first half, it's an 8-point Crusader lead, and their defense has been sensational, holding the high-powered Shawnee State team to 38, 43, and 33 splits shooting the ball. I mean, they've been really good today on the defensive side of the basketball.
They have. They've been getting their hands in passing lanes. They are disrupting the rhythm. Shawnee State hasn't had much of a rhythm kind of consistently possession after possession like they did last night. And that's a huge credit to the defense of the Crusaders. And it's always scary because when you have Shawnee State, who has shot the ball so good all year long, you have a whole season's worth of data to back that up. You always got to be worried that they could catch hot. But if they're playing defense like they have been, closing out on shooters and making them earn everything, that's really going to be the recipe to success down these final 20 minutes.
Shawnee State shot 66% from three in the second half against Roosevelt. This can't be in their mind of, oh, we're out of it. It's 8 points. That's bang, bang, bang for Shawnee State. That's 3 quick threes, and this team's capable of doing that and then some. And if you're the Crusaders, man, it's just got to be pedal to the absolute metal until you're up by 30.
Yeah, they got to really play with the same confidence that they did on offense. They were taking the three if they got at least a little bit of space. They're pushing the tempo. They're trying to give Shawnee State some different looks inside and then also out. It was a very, very sound and solid first half of basketball, but you got to do it all over again.
Here we go. Same 5 stars for each team to start this half. Shawnee State starts with the basketball, and they'll inbound to the man who, once again, he only had 3 points this time in the first half, and we saw what he did in the second half yesterday. So could it be Trey Beard's half? He leads the way, and the crowd lets him hear it. They've been trying to get in the sharpshooter's head all night. They swing it up top to Dawson, who hands off to Beard. Over to Harris. Dawson. Down low, going to work his web. He spins on McClellan, up and under, blocked by Young. What a defensive play. And Devin Dunn to Young in transition the other way. Young, high post, backing down all the way to the block. Young fades, hook shot, got it.
I mean, that's incredible. Brendan Young immediately gets to his spot and knows what he wants to do with the basketball, and it's just second nature to him.
It's Harris up top, swings to Beard. Beard had space, got Anderson a jump. Now swings it back over to Harris. Harris trying to get inside, swings Beard. Beard trying to get by Anderson. He's trapped in the corner. Done the steal off of Beard. Where's it going? It looks like Crusaders basketball.
Yeah, the Madonna continues to make Trey Beard uncomfortable on the offensive end. They're closing out on him, making him second guess his next move, and that's been huge.
I can't tell if you're talking about the Crusaders themselves or the crowd over there, because they are loud. Number Beard gets the basketball. McClellan, backdoor cut to Young. That one's knocked away by Tony Webb. Got his hand in the passing lane. It's Crusader basketball on the baseline with 14 to shoot. Mike Hunter not happy. He thinks it's their ball, but Dunn to inbound on the right side of the basket. They're looking for Young. They go McClellan on the right side. McClellan isolating on Webb. McClellan at the block, backing down. McClellan pivots. McClellan fades with 5. Nothing but air into the breadbasket. I think Anderson who picks up the foul call, and it looks like Tyreek Johnson.
That's big. It's actually on Harris, and for him to pick up a third with still 18 minutes left. It's going to be interesting, Coach Hunter for Shawnee State, keeping him out there. Has confidence in Chase Harris.
McClellan hands off Anderson. Anderson in motion, right is from the free throw line, and that's his shot right there, man.
It was displaying that last night. We've seen it a couple times today. He's really comfortable right at that mid-range spot.
Work up top, Harris. Harris to the left side screen, now right side screen, drives inside, backdoor cut pass, blocked by Young. Rises and denies, and Anderson saves it.
Oh my, Brendan Young.
He has the basketball now, leads the way. Young hands it off to Nunn and took a shot in the face right there. And we're gonna have to get a quick timeout because Young is visibly shaken up after he took a hand to the face, giving that ball. He goes over to the trainer's corner. And they're gonna sub in Sharon Graham for the time being, but Brendan Young, 3 blocks in the night, and Two of the loudest blocks I've heard in the first minute 57 of this half. My goodness, the crowd erupted on that last one.
I mean, Young got up for that, and then the heads-up and awareness of Isaac Anderson to realize the ball's still alive and kind of keep it going, go into the crowd a little to save that.
Here's Dunn to Anderson on a cut. Anderson, they wanted a travel call to Shawnee State. Anderson dancing, smells blood in the water. Lost his footing, regaining, goes to work. Kicks to McClellan. McClellan, foot was on the line. He drives inside the shoulder. Down, the blocking foul's called.
That's going to be 4 on Harris now with 17 minutes and change still to go.
He's arguing right now, be careful. You don't want to pick up a fifth. Mike Hunter's just telling him, hey, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. I'll take the talking, but that's a moment you just got to let it go. It might not be a great call in your opinion, but with 4 and as the best player on your team, you cannot foul out with 17:46 left in the round of 32. About 5 bounces, but McClellan got it to drop, and McClellan having a pretty quiet game today. He's got 6 points, hasn't really drawn a lot of attention offensively, and a lot of need for head coach Emmenheiser as Devin Dunn stepping up. Anderson and Young are doing their thing. McClellan goes 2 for 2 though, and now has 7.
And now for Shawnee State, Chase Harris has really been the only one today to consistently have a rhythm and find some stuff on the offensive end. Can someone else pick up the slack for him?
Johnson, Dawson, 3-ball off the long side there and poked away, and Devin Dunn comes up with it. Now goes to Anderson on the far sideline with speed. Anderson inside, double clutch off the far side and rebounded by Dawson, who tries to revert with speed the other way. It's Tyreek Johnson, shovel pass, Trey Beard. And the crowd goes loud again for Trey Beard. He hands it off and they celebrate. It's Johnson, lost his dribble, kicks to Beard. Beard wanted the 3-ball, drives in, now steps back outside. Beard with 10 to Johnson. Johnson contested 3-ball, no good. Rebound Jermaine, and a foul's going to be called on Devin Dunn.
And this is the time for Shawnee State down 14. They're going to have to start chipping away with number 2 on the bench. And they just there hasn't been the same rhythm and the same feel to the game that they had last night.
Crusaders on a big run, set the check in immersion, and Young the next time they can. It's Trey Beard up top, and the crowd back letting them hear it. Beard gather step inside, right hand floater, no good, but the foul's going to be called.
And I think for Trey Beard to kind of get into a rhythm, that's going to be something. He's been looking too much for the jump shot. He's one of the best 3-point shooters in the entire country, and he seems to be settling a little too much on the offensive end today. But there we see it, one of the first times he's really driven to the basket.
McClellan picks up his 3rd, so gotta be careful here. Head coach Nordenheiser keeping him in the game as immersion and Young check in the ball game. This is confidence reached an immersion in a game yesterday, but the first half when he was on the court for 5 minutes, it wasn't real friendly to 24.
No, and he's been trying to find his rhythm and really contribute to this offensive game, but I mean, this crowd's been really something else for Madonna today.
They beat the press again. They go to McClellan up top, to Young, over to Dunn. Dunn at the logo trying to operate the 12-point Crusader lead. Shawnee State finally gets on the board in the second half. It's a double screen set to the right as Dunn picks up his dribble. Swings to Immersion. Immersion trying to drive on the baseline. Snatch back was shut down. Now veers over. Anderson on the wing. He fakes the 3, drives in on Beard, kicks back out to Immersion. He'll drive inside, hop, step, shoulder down in the charge.
Yeah, Immersion lowering the shoulder there. And, that's a much better defensive possession for Shawnee State, switching.
And you can hear the Crusader coaching staff trying to have a word with the officials in here, but you can also hear the officials saying, we've had enough, pipe down. It's still a 12-point game, nearing 16 minutes left in this second half as Trey Beard leads the way up the court. Jermaine backed up Beard, over to Dawson. Dawson looking for that lob play, back door! Oh my goodness, Keith, Jermaine slams, and that's confidence in your team.
That could really spark some energy for Shawnee State. We've seen them try to pull off that play a couple times today, and first time they got it successful.
Anderson gets by his man, and a jelly puts it to the left, to the right, and puts it in the basket. What a play. That's how you answer. And now it's Dawson. He'll release a 3-ball, and there's the shooting that we knew was going to come eventually. It's back to a 9-point game. Timeout, Mike Hunter. 15:36 to play. Crusaders up by 9 here at ACCU.
All right, ready, record. 2, 1, start record.
Madonna University's one-of-a-kind broadcast and cinema arts program prepares you for success. Gain hands-on experience from professors who have worked in the industry. Work in a close, team-driven environment to create high-quality video. Network with industry professionals and gain valuable connections for your future. Come learn and create with us here at Madonna University.
$15:36 in this second half left, but it was a 7-0 run by the Crusaders to start, but Shawnee State starting to really find their groove. They just made their first 3 of the half, now at the 33% on the night, but we know how they can shoot if they get hot. So if you're the Crusaders right now, it's got to be make sure you close out. Don't let them get hot, you know?
Yeah. Really make sure you're guarding the perimeter and you don't let anyone get an open shot. If they're taking and making it, but they have a hand in their face, that's just something you're going to have to live with. But if you're giving them open looks, you're really playing with fire.
An interesting timeout call by Mike Hunter after a big 3 by John Dawson. Might interrupt momentum, but the Crusaders go to work out of the break. Let's see what head coach Noel Emenhiser drew up for his squad. As Brendan Young up top slips the screen, they go Anderson. Anderson gets the screen from McClellan, now snatches back to Dunn. Devin Dunn thought about the volleyball line 3. Instead, he'll fake and drive inside. Shovels to McClellan down low. Had a little bit of trouble with the pass, now goes to work in the post on Jermaine. McClellan shoulder down, right hand off the glass. He won't get it, but he'll get the foul. That's the second for Jermaine. As Matty Ice going to the line, he already has 4 free throws tonight. That's almost half of the Crusaders as a team, and that's pretty characteristic.
Yeah, offense really been smoothly running through him in the post. And then even when Kajelli came in replace of him in that first half, he was dishing it out. So the post play has been really, really effective for Madonna today.
Isaac Anderson going to get a breather as Ryan Nunn's going to check into the game. McClellan officially at 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals, and an assist on the night. We say it right now, he's only taken 3 shots, and he hasn't necessarily had the offensive volume we're used to, but, man, he has been a big part in getting doubles, kicking it out, moving the ball, and they've been running the offense through the center a lot today.
Yeah, it's really putting a lot of pressure on the Shawnee State defense. Having to deal with McClellan has been difficult.
Inside Johnson, lob play. Jermaine doesn't get the lob, but he'll get the grab and puts up a floater. That's a lot of confidence. Down by 11 to drop another lob play for Shawnee State. And they're back in the press. None in the corner. Had space, was closed out. Now gives to McClellan in the corner. McClellan, he's being trapped. They get the switch they want with Johnson. McClellan trying to get by Johnson. He spins right outside the restricted area. Dunn in the corner. Fakes the 3. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds, and it's going Shawnee State's way. Media timeout. On that note, it's still a 9-point game with 14 and a half minutes to play. Shawnee State trying to claw back in this one.
I thought I had it all. I was a captain of industry, a master of my domain. And then I learned that Jimmy John's only delivers 5 minutes from their stores to maximize freshness. I live 6 minutes away. Extra mayo. My entire life wasted.
Crowd trying to get into it here, Crusaders. They led by 8 at halftime. They lead by 9, 5.5 minutes on the dot into the second half. And they went on a 7-0 run to start. But Shawnee State, that's one heck of an answer for a team that was looking a little scary. And then Harris hits the bench with 4 fouls, and you're thinking, uh-oh. But, man, they have clawed back.
It was really at that kind of uh-oh moment once Harris hit the bench with 4 fouls that they kind of they started finding themselves a bit. We saw a couple threes go down. Dawson hit a big one. They're still, we've seen it all throughout today that they're not afraid to throw that lob play and give Madonna some different looks, some unexpected passes. And yeah, and it kind of reminds me of last night with Madonna down in the second half to Dort. Young had 4 fouls. He came in about 9 minutes for the rest of that game. It's going to be interesting to see what Coach Hunter does with Harris, who's got 4 fouls, and when he kind of makes the move to him.
Work over to Dawson. He gets a right side screen, now swings near side to Johnson. Tyreek Johnson in the corner working on McClellan. Johnson trying to put a handle on, swings back up top to Dawson. Dawson contested 3 in front of Devin Dunn. That one in and out. As Ethan Immersion trying to go with a little bit of speed himself for 2-4. Trying to dance on the other 2-4. Swings to Nunn. Nunn down low. Here's Brendan Young in the post. He loves this spot on Lumsden. Swings, spins, right hand hook. That's a thing of beauty right there.
And we've seen that once Young gets to that low post spot, he's just like, all right, this is my time now. He knows exactly what to do.
Beard's going to get fouled on the 3 as they're going to say Nunn landed in his spot, and Ryan Nunn's holding his knee right now, and he's hobbling off. A big energy guy for the Crusaders right there. Hope he's okay. Looks like he's walking it off. But a dangerous collision right there with him and Trey Beard, as Beard's going to go shoot 3.
And yeah, that's the, I mean, you got to close out on Trey Beard or at least get a hand in his face. But when you do that consistently throughout the entire game, plays like that are going to happen. And kind of, you don't want to foul a 3-point shooter, but when you're closing out, playing tough defense, it just seems bound to happen. And then, I mean, this he's almost automatic for behind 3-point line, but especially at that free throw line as well.
Yeah, 91% nearly on the year. I mean, that's sickening. that's actually quite sickening. He's 2 for 2 and make it 3 for 3 on that trip. It's back to 8. He answers quickly as they're back in the 2-2-1 full court press for the Crusaders to beat. To Devin Dunn, to Ryan Nunn. Young, Dunn. Dunn still has a dribble, and he'll step back and take that dribble. Anderson getting ready to check back in. McClellan at the NAIA logo, to Immersion at the Crusader logo. Back to Dunn. Dunn trying to get it high post to Young. They shut it down. Here's Immersion. Immersion gets it to Young. Young step back, goes down near side wing. 3 ball for 21, but it's off the mark into the hands of Trey Beard. And now here's Beard. Beard on the far side wing. Being closed out by Nunn, and he'll swing it back out to John Dawson. Dawson, near side. Lumsden in the post. They're trying to get established down low to Harris. Loose ball at the mid-range line, and it's taken by Dawson. 10 to shoot. Dawson, a screen. Can't get the 3 to go. And that one's going to go out of bounds. Shawnee State tried to save it, but Ethan Immersion, a heads-up veteran play right there from the junior.
Yeah, smart play by Immersion, realizing it's going off of Shawnee State to kind of just get to that right where it is and then box out a little bit. Guard the out-of-bounds line.
You know, if you're not going to score the basketball, Immersion hasn't taken a shot yet, but if you're not going to score the basketball, have other plays. Get the hustle, get the 50-50 balls, and Ethan Immersion has done just that in this second half especially. He swings up to Dunn, who goes left on the screen from Jordan Graham. Dunn inside, ball knocked free, and a foul is going to be called. Foul's going to be on Trey Beard. Picks up his second. Now Beard and Jermaine with 2, obviously with Harris at 4. But Devin Dunn's going to the line, and talk about the first half Devin Dunn had in the game he's had. I mean, you can look at the 13 points and the shooting 3 for 5 from 3, but got 4 steals.
Yeah, 4 steals, 3 rebounds as well. Or 4 rebounds rather. And I mean, he's really been the catalyst. He was bringing some energy on the defensive end, especially in the first opening couple of minutes, really setting the tone, creating some steals for this Madonna squad. He's been big.
Goes 1 for 2 on the trip. It's a 9-point lead with under 12:30 to play. Dawson on the near side wing being hounded by Anderson, who checks back in. Anderson goes over the screen. They swing far side Lumsden. Lumsden hands off to Beard. Back up top, Jermaine again. Into the corner for Dawson. Jermaine an off ball. Cut and rises and jams. The athleticism, my God.
I was about to say, he can jump out of the gym, Keith Jermaine can. We've seen it on display. But Madonna's been great at kind of answering those energetic plays for Shawnee State with baskets of their own.
Dunn to Immersion. Immersion being closed out goes Anderson the corner. Trying to drive baseline. Isaac Anderson the finger roll. One athletic finish on one end. Not as flashy, but he does it again for Isaac Anderson. Trey Beard operating snatch back on Immersion. Trying to isolate. Shut down. Swings over to Dawson. Now in the post to Jermaine. Just had that loud thunderous slam. He's trapped out to Beard. Beard's collapsed. Swings over to Johnson. Tyreek Johnson with 10 to shoot. Johnson off the pick and roll, right side, picks up his dribble, ball's free. It's Beard, got Young the jump, step back, three ball is pure as day.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time, and Trey Beard gets a little bit of space, and you're sprawling, trying to collapse on defense, and then just finds a little bit of opening.
Anderson to Dunn, over to Anderson. Anderson corner Immersion. Immersion driving baseline. Immersion trapped. Bounce pass in the corner to Dunn. Back out to Anderson. He shimmies around a screen. Anderson being shut down the free throw line. Goes back to Young. Young at the volleyball line. Goes to Graham in the corner. Graham got it. Puts him up with one. Graham a step back three off the front side of the iron. This one's going to go out of bounds, but never mind. It'll be saved in the corner by Shawnee. Tyreek Johnson now operating. It's a 6-point game. Shawnee State has clawed back. Johnson poked away, gets it back, goes Dawson. He released a three, and Dawson's on fire. It's 3 points.
There you see it. This team is so dangerous at that three-point shot and finding their groove a little bit.
Dunn got Dawson the bike, goes inside, right-hand floater off the glass. Doesn't bounce their way, but a foul's going to be called on the Crusaders, and it'll go Shawnee State's way, and you can see they might not travel well here to Madonna, but man, that bench is loud.
Yeah, really bringing a spark and energy to their squad. And they needed it and having a big run right now.
We're on a 6-0 run in the last 95 seconds. Matthew McClellan and Ryan Nunn check back in. So Matty Ice playing with 3 fouls, and we still have not seen, unless my eyes deceive me, Harris still out of the game for Shawnee State. I am very intrigued to see when he comes back. Head coach Mike Hunter.
And that's kind of when this run all started. I think when he came out, it was about a 10-point game, and they've just been chipping away with him sitting on with those 4 fouls.
Beard to Dawson, the hot hand, inside touch pass. Beard, long three ball, my God, right in front of the lacrosse team here at Madonna, and he's speaking to him. Tie game at 61, and we have a ball game, folks. Can the Crusaders answer the 9-0 run and the 14-3 run in the last 4 minutes? None. Immersion, catch and shoot, 3 ball of his own. This one no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Johnson alone on the wing, settles it down low to Dawson up top. Dawson through a double screen, has space, 3 ball, no good. Rebound McClellan. Crusaders trying to end that 9-0 run by Shawnee State. That has tied this game up. It's Anderson working on Beard. He gets in, and a foul's going to be called on Trey Beard as Isaac Anderson nearly face-planted right there trying to get to the rim. And Trey Beard is, he's talking to the crowd a little bit. He likes this taunting a little bit. He's looking at him. The lacrosse team's giving him a little bit of talk. We got a media break. Tied at 61. 9 minutes to play.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
Oportunidade. Opportunity means having access to research that I never imagined I would have before.
Purpose. Purpose keeps me going every day and lets me know that this is what I want to do.
We're back out of the break, and if you left for a little bit or you even blinked, Shawnee State, a 9-0 run in the last 2.5 minutes, a 14-3 run in the last 4.5 minutes, and they're back in this one with 9 and change left.
And they're really playing with a whole lot of confidence, but they're playing like what we were seeing last night, taking and making the three, kind of playing free-flowing basketball.
Anderson down the left side off the inbound. What a play and what a lay.
That was big. If Isaac can kind of get that groove back, he was feeling in that first half. He's got 17 now, really trying to be a catalyst for this Crusader squad.
Up top, Dawson swings to the near side. It's Lumsden back to Dawson. They want Beard in the corner. They got Beard in the corner. Working on young Dawson. Down low, Lumsden. Lumsden picks up, goes Beard in front of his own bench. He's scorching. Shawnee State in the lead.
That's what they were doing so great yesterday against Roosevelt, going inside and then quick passes back out to their three-point shooters.
Can't let this rattle you. Backdoor cut, Young the lay. What a pass from Matty Ice.
You're going to have answers on the offensive end because Shawnee State's really in a groove right now.
It's Beard, the scorcher. Step back, goes over far side. Johnson, he'll step back on his own. Got it. Shawnee State has woken up.
They are fully in this game. I feel like it's going to be back and forth these final 8 minutes. Just absolutely ridiculous shot making right now.
Nunn inside, Young right-hand floater, answers back. We're tied again. Crusaders haven't made a three in this half, and Shawnee State's made 6.
And that's what we've talked about when they had that big lead. That you got to make sure that they don't start feeling it at that three-point arc.
Newsflash, they're feeling it right now, and it's Trey Beard into the corner. Johnson got McClellan to jump, goes inside off the glass. Back in front is Shawnee State. Here's the shootout that we thought was going to happen.
The pace is starting to pick up.
Smart shots only. It's Nunn to Immersion. Immersion trying to drive left, shut down by Beard. Turns and pivots, looking for Anderson up top. Isaac Anderson being guarded by Trey Beard, goes McClellan in the high post. McClellan now veers to the block, spins on the baseline. McClellan picked it up, had it knocked away, and stripped away by Lumsden. It's the other way. They'll calm down. Fast break was stopped, and now here's Johnson. Tyreek Johnson directing traffic. Far side, it's Lumsden. Johnson, near side, Beard. Beard is collapsed on. Back up top, Johnson, under 10 to shoot. Johnson, push off on Anderson, kicks out to Beard. Beard has space, being hounded with 3, with 2 inside, huddle, God, no! Looked good off the hand, my God, Trey Beard. Some shifty moves right there. Crusaders trying to answer. It's Ryan Nunn, step back at the block, what a play! Dwayne Wade-esque, eh?
Patience is a virtue, and that would certainly seemed that way. Incredible move. Up and under, knew he had the defender up, and then just waited, and then he went.
30-second timeout on the court by Madonna. We're not going to leave, though, because we got a lot to talk about, Ryan. I mean, 69-69, 6.5 left to play. This second half has been absolutely unreal. And Shawnee State right now, of course, winning the second half by 8, and they're shooting 6 for 11 from downtown.
Yeah, that's really been the difference maker. And Madonna hasn't made a 3 that first half. They went 5 of 12, so they were able to match Shawnee State from behind the arc. And this team is so prolific at shooting. We knew they were going to wake up, and this is kind of the pace we were expecting to see all game long. Madonna did a great job in the first half of creating turnovers, making things uncomfortable, making things difficult for Shawnee State, and they need to find some of that right now because Shawnee State's feeling it on the offensive end. But Madonna has had answers. The Bears they've been able to hit some big threes. They've been able to slam it home a couple times. And you think, okay, maybe they're going to start feeling some energy to get some momentum. Madonna's done a very good job, though, of quickly answering back in. Some big buckets in the back-to-back possessions from Brennan Young for Madonna.
A tale of two stories. Shawnee State, 5 of their last 6 from downtown. The Crusaders polar opposite. They're 1 for their last 7, but we're tied with 6 and change to play. Dawson at the top, guarded by none. They're looking for Beard on off-ball screen. They don't get it. They go Johnson. Johnson driving inside, pulls up mid-range, in and out. Rebound McClellan. Big stop, you need that. Here's Anderson with pace. He waits for his guys to catch up and now operates off a screen. Trying to drive baseline. Anderson up and under, but can't get the layup to go. Thought he was going to get contact. He did not.
Yeah, I can really mess with you if you're expecting, you're going to the rim and expecting to get contact, and there was none there and just pushed it long.
Long 3 ball, and Dawson is hot. He's got 14.
4 of 10 from on the arc, 2 for Dawson. He's been taking and making that 3 for Shawnee State.
Isaac Anderson swings to Ryan Nunn at the logo. The Crusaders got to answer. It's Anderson, kicks out to Dunn, to Young. Young a long 3 ball, no good, but McClellan, a big offensive board as he kicks out to Anderson. They reset with 20. Isaac Anderson in front of his own bench, and that's not good for the confidence. Here's Trey Beard. He's hot. Shawnee State's hot. There's 5 to play. They lead by 3. Dawson. Lumsden, corner. Dawson through contact. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I think he might have been fouled too. On that closeout. Unbelievable from Dawson right now.
Crusaders trying to answer touch pass inside to Young and got the finish to go off the glass. That's their bread and butter. Brendan Young inside, but the defense in the first quarter for Madonna, they've been doing the same thing almost, but Shawnee State, these are some tough 3s they're making. They hand off to the high hand, Dawson. Back over to Lumsden. Beard inside. Johnson, no good, a little bit too strong in the mid-range, and you're gonna let him take that every time. It's Nunn being hounded. Brendan Young wide open. I don't know what happened there, but no one in the same zip code as Brendan Young gets back to a 2-point game.
Yeah, that's certainly a defensive breakdown when you got 11 just roaming free in the paint for Madonna. A big 22 for Young, and he's been playing strong down the stretch.
It's Dawson again to Beard, a scary 2-man high set. Driving inside, off the side of the backboard, and the layup by Lumsden. And Isaac Anderson calms it down as Devin Dunn crosses half court. Trying to knot things up. Dunn going down Main Street, back out to Anderson. In the post to McClellan, who's going to go to work. 3-4 trying to back down Jermaine. McClellan turns, pivots up and under, double clutch, got it.
How big has 34 been? McClellan again going to work in that low post area, doing some dirty work and finding a spot under the basket that he likes.
Just when you thought Shawnee State might have this one going their way, Crusaders enter the 6-0 run. Can they get another stop and regain the lead? It's Beard up top. Beard, long 3-pointer off on the left side. Rebounded by number 11.
I mean, you hold your breath every time Trey Beard takes a shot, and it's not just completely covered. If he has a little bit of space, you're like, look out.
Here's Dunn trying to regain the lead for Madonna. They slip it to Young. Young down low, McClellan. He's shoved in the foul call. That's big, and that's on Trey Beard. And that is 4. Speaking of 4, he's going to check out, it looks like, for Harris, who will check in. Media timeout. Don't go anywhere. It's 2:47 left. It's 75-77, or 75-75, excuse me, misspeak. And it's a barn burner. That's the only word to describe it.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
.247 remains. 75-75. Shawnee State goes on a dangerous run to take the big lead in, their first lead of the half nonetheless, and the Crusaders, they look dead. But what happens, Ryan?
They just went back to work, going to their bread and butter. Brendan Young with some quick answers that were huge for this Madonna team. Matthew McClellan doing some work in the low post. I mean, we got ourselves a game. This is all you can ask for in playoff basketball.
Free throws coming up for the Crusaders. It's Matthew McClellan who has had himself a very nice game. 11 points, 6 rebounds, 3 dimes, 2 steals. He's been a catalyst today, and it's really good to see how he's been playing in these back-to-back days.
Yeah, it's awesome to see. He's just completely elevated his game. I mean, which is already at a high level, but coming up big in the big moments. This is what you need.
Crusaders regain the lead as McClellan, shooting his 8th free throw of the game, makes the first, and it's 76-75. Crusaders on top with 2:47. He got both. Matty Ice has shot 8 free throws. The Crusaders have shot 15.
Talk about a big 7 of 8 too from that line for McClellan.
That's huge, and here's Harris back in the game, subs in. 2 players with 4 fouls. It's Harris and Beard. Harris inside, puts it back door. Tough finish blocked by McClellan. Denies Tony Webb, and the crowd is here. Chills after that block here at ACCU as Devin Dunn operates. They get it to McClellan. McClellan looking for a handoff, had it shut down. Now hands off to Young. Young fakes a 3. He drives inside, has a very, very big mismatch, but Shifty with the left hand can't get it to go off the glass.
Yeah, nice defense by Webb there, making him go to his left hand, more uncomfortable for Young.
Beard had a 3, let it go. Here's Harris, back over far side. Johnson doesn't want the 3. Here's Beard again, 15 to shoot. Back out Tyreek Johnson to Beard. Beard trying to drive down the middle, collects, knocked away in the foul. A close one right there, but Beard's gonna go to the line. That is a tough one to swallow, and almost like yesterday for the Crusaders. They had one of those at the end of the game against Dordt as well.
Yep.
And that's number 4 for Matty Ice. He's getting tended to by the training staff. I think it's the second Crusader with a nosebleed today, as Young's been playing most of the second half with something stopping that nosebleed. I think McClellan might be doing it, so we got the nosebleed bros out there. But McClellan with 4 as free throws coming up for Trey Beard. Crusader coaching staff very vocal. They think the call's on the floor. It looked like the ref just hit his hand. We do have replay. We do have replay if we really want to have a discussion.
Kellen coming in clutch.
We're not going to get it, though. We're not going to get it. .140, Beard will shoot nonetheless. Misses the first free throw, and the crowd loves it, eh?
I mean, you don't expect a 90% shooter to miss, but you gotta make sure you box out regardless.
Jermaine in the game once again for Shawnee State. As Beard at the line trying to get a 1-point game, he does, he rattles it in there. 15 second half points for Trey Beard. I've seen this one before, and I don't like it.
He's woken up just like he did last night.
It's Devin Dunn for the Crusaders to lead. They're the 1-point lead, 90 to play. Dunn trying to drive inside, hop, step, shut down, looking for a backdoor cut. What a pass! And Brendan Young, the finger roll. That's a beauty.
I mean, Devin Dunn is feeling it tonight with confidence, a no-look feed at that moment.
Timeout, Mike Hunter, 3-point lead for the Crusaders. This gym has erupted. A full timeout, 1:13 to play.
Are you following Madonna Athletics on Instagram? If not, you're missing out. There you can find behind-the-scenes clips, game previews from our Madonna Athletics Network staff, some of the best highlights around the department, game day graphics, post-game score graphics, and much, much more. Don't miss out on the most current content around Madonna Athletics. Follow us on Instagram today by searching MU Crusaders. That's MU Crusaders.
don't think I need to paint the picture, but let's paint the picture, Ryan. 113, 79-76. A chance at Kansas City on the line here at ACCU. This is March.
It's chaotic. They got crazy possessions. We've got close calls all over the place. We've got high quality, high intensity basketball. This has been just an absolute blast down the stretch. And I mean, Devin Dunn, that last feed, just want to talk about that again. The confidence to know he had Brennan Young in the paint, just a beautiful look off of the defender to find number 11 inside for Madonna. And, now you need to lock up on defense. You got some of the biggest defensive possessions you've had all season long.
I'd say the biggest right here.
Yep.
113, you lead by 3. Shawnee State the basketball. The crowd's on their feet. It's March, baby, and we're underway with Trey Beard. Hot hand Dawson, Beard, far side Johnson to Beard. Dawson inside, Harris. Harris rises, got it off the glass. 1 minute to play. It's a 1-point game. Now we go quiet mode. It's Devin Dunn. Devin Dunn operating traffic with 45 to play. Left side screen from McClellan. He swings to Young. Young being shut down on the wing. Hands off Anderson. 10 to shoot. Anderson trying to drive in. Anderson pivots, picks up. Anderson got to put it up. Left hand, no good. Knocked around McClellan the board. Reset it to 20. Possibly the biggest board of Matthew McClellan's career. And they're yelling to foul. It's Anderson, and he'll go shoot. And Harris is out of the game.
Yeah, Coach Michael Hunter wanted to foul about 5-6 seconds earlier than they did. Time wasted off, but it was difficult because Trey Beard, he saw the signal, but he's out with 4.
Here we go. 6 seconds remain. It's Crusader basketball. It's madness, and here we go. It's a football play.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you have that internal clock still with 1 timeout if it's needed for Ryan Dunn. And it is a football play. Here we go.
Slant pass. Brendan Young has it with 5. They foul with 4.8. And who else to shoot these free throws but Brendan Young?
Yep, they had Young on the outside, if we're talking football terms, and then just set the 2 slots on the streak and let him drag underneath.
Hey, we're multi-talented. We can talk about that.
And I mean,
front end of the 1-and-1 for Brendan Young. 1-point game, 4.8 remains. Packed the gym. Can't get it. Rebound knocked away, and Young's devoured. Young fouled again. He'll shoot again, and Trey Beard is fouled out of this game. How did that just happen?
It was offensive rebounds last night. I mean, there's 2.7 seconds, but how many big offensive rebounds is Madonna going to come up with?
Young, a second chance with 2.7. No timeouts left for Shawnee. If this misses, they have to go the length of the court in 2.7. And the Crusaders got Matthew McClellan and Devin Dunn in the backcourt. They're going to check in E.J. Hubert for the first time all game in this spot. That's some confidence.
I mean, Shawnee, and you got Beard and Harris, your two guys that can just quickly go, and you don't have
second
them, so.
time. Got the first. 2-point game.
Now, I think you have Young make this. It's still 2 seconds. It's too much time to be able to get a rebound and get a shot up.
Brendan Young. Got it. A 3-ball full length of the court to force overtime. Shawnee State trying to drop something. It's far side Dawson. Full court heave. Kansas City, here we come. Storm the court. The Crusaders are going to the Sweet 16 for the first time in school history. Can you believe it? Oh my God.
I mean, you couldn't script it any better. This was just an absolutely insane basketball game. High quality throughout, intensity, and it went down to the wire.
My goodness, let this team put this thing on the poster. We're going to Kansas City, Ryan. The first time ever Noel Emenheiser has finally got to the dance. Isaac Anderson, hands off to Brendan Young. Young, Kansas City, here we come. Unreal. I have no words. And Shawnee State head coach is telling his staff, leave the bench. We don't care, but present these boys with the trophy to go to Sweet 16. I have chills right now, Ryan.
This is, what a cool moment. The crowd was in it all game long. They played a huge part down the stretch. I mean, this was just, you couldn't script it. It had to be this way. To get to KC for the first time, it had to be the difficult way. And I think the Crusaders wouldn't want it any other way.
Unreal. They pose. They're going to Kansas City next week. I can't believe what I saw. You graduate 4 of your top 5 scorers from last year's conference championship team. You were a second-round exit last year. And this happens.
This is crazy. I mean, you can see how much it means to these players, to the students, the fans. Absolute cinema. This is Mark Shawn.
We're going to take a break. We'll bring you back. We're talking to Devin Dunn, the fifth-year senior who had himself a day. My goodness, I don't have words right now, but I got to make some, Ryan. We're going to take one step aside. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
College of Idaho won the national title in Kansas City.
81-78. Crusaders, a big victory today to go to the Sweet 16. I'm Shawn Massa, joined by Devin Dunn, the fifth-year senior. Devin, 14 points, 5 steals on your night. You're 3 for 5 from 3. Walk me through your night tonight.
Just give all the credit to my teammates. We always preach about one guy steps up, doesn't matter who it is, whether it's me, B, Isaac, Ryan, Matt, anybody steps up for us. And we really, they got me the ball in the first half, and I was making sure it got done.
You had a lot of emotion out there, some big shots, and you were a catalyst in that first half. Was that a plan, or were you just open and we know your confidence, you're going to take those every time, eh?
Yeah, we take open shots. That's what we do, inside out. That's what we preach all day, and they were falling today, and it's tough to beat us when they're falling.
We talk about your story all the time here on the broadcast. 5 years here. Nolan Hyther said you've been here 9, but you're going to the Sweet 16 for the first time in school history. How does that feel?
That means everything to us. I mean, I've been here for so long. It feels so good to get this done finally. We've never been there, and job's not finished yet.
Thank you, Devin. Great game today. Go celebrate with your team, my man. Sweet 16, Kansas City welcomes Madonna for the first time ever, an 81-78 victory. I'm Shawn Massa signing off for the last time this year. It's been a pleasure for Madonna basketball.